Coinamero Save Victor Roll. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And today we are playing with some Prados Cosmetics, or Prados Beauty, and we are showcasing the Sagrado palette plus some other products. So if you want to see the looks we complete, the quality, a little bit of info about the brand, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so I thought before we started our looks with the Prados Beauty products, I thought, well, we could quickly look at the website and find out a little bit more about them. I've looked this all up before, but my memory is not the best, and you're gonna have to forgive me if I'm wrong with any pronunciations. And then from their About page, we've got Meet Cece Meadows. She is the founder and CEO of Prados Beauty. She lives in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and she resides there with her husband and 4 children. So the land of Las Cruces, or La Crux, it's Cruses. So I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but apparently it is the traditional homeland of the Piro Manso Tiwa peoples. It says here that Cece is a proud Chicana and Indigena who works to bring awareness, amplification, collaboration with other Native and Indigenous artists through cosmetics. Prados was launched in 2019 and has gone on to win awards, Allure Best Beauty in 2022, and is currently an Impact finalist for the 2023 Beauty Matter Next Awards. And that's kind of how I found out about them, was through Allure Best of Beauty. I was just looking for something, I think for work, about different Indigenous companies, because I do work with the Indigenous community here in British Columbia. I work in social purpose housing, and one of our sister companies where I do some projects with deals with Indigenous housing. So that's how I found out about them, and I think it was, I want to say in 2021 where I may have done my first purchase. It could have been 2022. Yeah, because Allure's Best was in 2022. So 2022, I believe I made my first purchase, and then I did a purchase this year. And so they do collaborate with several different people. So they do have some partners that they deal with. So there is Stephen Paul Judd. He's a filmmaker, director, screenwriter of fiction, and a visualist. And then he's a member of the Writers Guild of America and served as staff writer for Disney's XD comedy series Zeke and Luther. So it says here that Judd's filmography is large in scope and provides a unique perspective on and from within the Native American culture today. So yeah, so it looks like he's mostly known as a filmmaker, but he does lots of arts, t-shirts and photography and posters. And then it says here that Prados Beauty is so honored to have partnered with Stevens on not one, but 2 amazing collections, along with Cece and Cassie Cussman. And they worked the originals and the first beauty collection, which was in the summer of 2021. And then it was reformulated and redesigned as a 2.0 collection. And then they did the Matriarch collection, which I believe was the items that I purchased from. And then they also work with Cassie Cussman, who has been collaborating with Prados Beauty since 2019 as a digital artist and designer. And yeah, so she's been working in the industry for a while. They're also have launched in JCPenney, where they sell their products there. So if you're looking to find their products, you can find them in JCPenney. And then they have a shop at 610 13 Loon. So there we go. I think I'm going to guess that's in New Mexico. So there we go. There's a little bit about the company there. And then they also have a Prados Promise. And it says here, the Prados Promise is our commitment to the community we live in and love. It's more than just a give back. The promise is our commitment to put our money, time, and mentorship back into the Indigenous communities across Turtle Island. And how do they do this? They do that by donating a portion of all proceeds back to charities and causes that support Indigenous communities. They volunteer in their local Indigenous community, and they promote Indigenous brands and entrepreneurs across their social media and their website. So there is a little bit about Prados. And for today's look, we are going to be playing with the Sagrado Collection. or part of it. So this is the palette. So we're going to be doing a look from here with the palette. I also picked up eyeliner, lashes, and a blush as part of the collection, and some mini lipsticks. This blush I'm using in the second look, but we will be using the eyeliner and the shadow from this collection. And then from the Matriarch collection, I do have this blush palette that we're going to use today. And same thing with the lashes. I'm going to use those in the next look. I'm just going to be getting ready for the holidays by picking up groceries and stuff, so I didn't want to wear lashes today. But I am very excited to play with this palette. I have been using it since I got it, probably, yeah, pretty much daily. I love this palette. It is super neutral. I call this a neutral palette for people who don't like neutrals. You will see the second look is a smoky look. You can do a purpley look, a red look, orange, neutrals. This is such a versatile palette, and I can't wait to show you how amazing the quality is. Blends like a dream. It's absolutely amazing. I cannot believe how much I love this palette. I did do a video with a couple of their other smaller palettes. They just released another release, which is gorgeous, with Lauren Goodday, but I couldn't afford all of it, so I picked two of the small palettes. And what else did I pick up? I picked up two palettes. Oh yeah, and then I had picked up this eyeliner from that collection, and I love it too. I wish I could have got the whole collection, but then they had a sale for Black Friday where I got this for 50% off. So the money that I saved picking up these things covered basically any duty and shipping, so it was awesome. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I have already, and then for my original order, I also did one of their mirrors because it lights up. It's so cute. And I've already primed my eyes using my the Balm's Prime is Everything. And then I thought we can play with this palette. So I'll interject some photos of some looks that I have done with this palette. And we are doing a smoky look. I have done a look using the purples and reds, and I have done with the peaches and oranges. I have not done a golden or bronzy look, so I thought I want to play with this top row. I have used some of these lighter colors because this is beautiful inner corner, and this is such a beautiful blending shade for me. And then also we're going to play, maybe I'll do this first because I've got everything else on my face except for blush and eyes. So I also got this beautiful palette back in the day, and I love this as well. I got it for this one and for this one, but these shades are beautiful as well. So I thought, since we are going to be doing a nude bronzy look, I think I'm going to do this peachy shade, and it happens to be my favorite shade in this palette. So, because you know I like peachy corally shades. They do have brushes. I wish I had actually picked up some brushes, so I'm just going to use my little Dose of Colors one here, and then we're going to just lightly, and then it's going to cover a little bit of the highlighter. I went a little bit crazy with it, knowing that I was going to be popping a little blush on top. And this one is such a nice light shade, but you can still tell it gives you some nice color, but it's a nice buildable blush. The orange one that I'll give you a peek. This shade here that we're going to look in tomorrow, yes, it kind of looks like Flamin' Cheetos, but it's so stunning on. I cannot wait till you see. But and all the other looks that I'll show photos of, I've been wearing that blush. I just love it. So I just thought I would just add a little of this. Like I said, see, you get that nice bit of color, but it's not too much. It is just right for me. I like it. So they're a great brand. There is, I've reached out to them a few times, and one of the times because I had mentioned originally when I did the first order, wow, was the duty and that insane, and they had gone through DHL, which they did with this last order too, I believe, but no, maybe I did UPS this time. I've had a couple orders come in. So anyways, I had talked to them about the cost. So they did mention that there was a Canadian retailer, and then I forgot who it was, and then they were kind enough to send me the information again. So there is a artist, I want to say it like a art store. I don't know where people place their art. They sell Prados as well. So I was going to, but I've not yet seen them to do a sale. So it's been kind of a little easier just to do it directly through them with this sale. So there we go. Alrighty, so first I'm going to blend a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna start with this shade here, and then I can just do that as a start to a blend and to set my primer a little bit. So this is a beautiful neutral peachy shade. There's always a little bit of kick up in the pan, but you can just pick it up and use it. It's a nice soft formula. As you can see, it literally blends itself. So that's why I felt fine doing the base, because I'm not using any of the dark shades. When I've been playing with this, the only time I've had any type of fallout is when I've been using the black and silver, but very little, like not enough that, you know, that I would have had to redo my whole face had I done my base, but enough where I would still recommend, if you're going to use the darkest shades, that you're going to want to do your base last. And generally that's what I do, but today I just felt like I was just running around doing some cleaning. I was doing the big, about twice a year I do a mega clean of the cat room, which is a glassed-in balcony where I have the cat's litter boxes and things. And unfortunately, I have one cat that has lots of issues with heart and stuff. So when she's having a not good day, she's taking to peeing on throw carpets. So I don't, except for the one that she likes in front of the fire. So far that one's been safe. So when I cleaned the room, she had gone on her sister's. So I was like, all right, it's time to do the yearly clean. So that's to pull up I have a big plastic mat and things on top to make sure that the floors stay clean and, you know, no pee or anything gets underneath. So I did my big, huge litter box clean. So I'm tired, so I just thought I'd just put the base, you know, play around with the base. So then what I want to do is I'm going to take this shade there, and then I'm going to do that more along the outer edge. Let's see how dark this shade goes on. Yeah, because I want to do a nice bronzy eye. I might actually take one of the darker shades along the bottom, but I just wanted to show you, like, we have a more intense look for the second video, but this is just, like I said, this just blends so beautifully. It looks so gorgeous on the eye. I absolutely love these shadows so much. You know why people cannot sleep on this brand. It is so amazing. I want all the makeup. All the makeup. All right, so that looks really good. I'm going to blend out just all along the edges, and I'm going to use this lightest shade there. Usually I use that bone one, but I thought I want to keep within the same tones. So I'm just going to take this smaller brush that I usually like to use to do from inner corner, but it's kind of nice sometimes to also use on the edge. And then we're going to darken it a bit before adding the shimmer and doing our bottom lash line. But again, like I said, these are just, they just feel nice on the eye. They're just so soft and beautiful. They blend in so absolutely beautifully. Like, look at this. This is just like, they're just stunning. This is, I was really like, and I still am in love with Cosmic brushes. I think their quality too is just beautiful, but man, this is like the perfect everyday palette. It's absolutely perfect. Like, and then for somebody who's normally not into neutrals, the shades that are in here are ones that I don't have, and I just love them. All right, so there we go. So it's looking pretty nice. Then I'm gonna go now into, and I wanted to darken a little bit, I said, so let's go into, I'm just gonna do one of the, brown shades, but I'm going to do one of the lightest ones. So I'm going to go, hold on, did I want to do this one? Let's do that one. I don't even think I've touched that shade. So let's take a little bit of that and just on the edge. Been really enjoying these brushes that I got from Creature Cosmetics on a big sale. I got them 50% off. They're the Boomsticks from the Evil Dead collection. They're so nice. The only problem is with this one, they did it on an angle for some reason. You have to be careful so you don't get the angled into your when you're dipping into your shadow. Sometimes it gets in there. Soft with lots of bristles. They're really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little blendy with a clean brush. And then we're going to play with, we'll do the bottom lash line and then we will play with some shimmers. But see, like, they just all blend in together beautifully. All right, so for underneath, let's go with that brown that I just did. And then I'm going to go and put that along the bottom here. Okay, so now let's play with the shimmers. These shimmers do like a little bit of spray. So I have been using a little bit of spray. Again, these are not like duochrome, multi-chrome type shimmers, but they're very beautiful. They don't break up. They last all day. Like my eye look great from beginning to end. So I think we're going to put this on the end part, and then we're going to do the warmer gold up front. Oh, and they're the ones I like. So be careful. They're soft. They're that nice, really silky, soft texture that I like my regular shimmers to be. Look. Oh, am I getting a little bit of fallout? Oh, maybe a teeny bit. Oh, I'm going a little bit too insane with my tapping, so let's be gentle. Be a little bit more spray. Like I said, it's super soft, so you just gotta be careful. When I was playing with the peach first, that was the first look I did playing with this palette just on my own time, and it was just like, oh, whoa, stop. I don't want this one to be used up because I was digging around. Okay, and then of course the phalange test. Look, it's so beautiful. Let's see if I can do this without poking myself in the eye. But like I said, these are just very beautiful everyday shimmers. They last all day. They don't get creasy. They're just really, really pretty. The gray ones are really, gray black ones are really intense. All right, there we go. That's really pretty. And then we are now going to do the lightest gold there, and we're going to do that to the front part of our eye. Just going to, there we go. And then there's that beautiful lighter gold shade there. Yeah, there, see, you can see it. It's so nice. Like I said, this is a beautiful everyday palette. It is very beginner friendly. I'm not an expert at makeup, but I could say I'm a little bit, not an expert, but like medium maybe. But this is good for, yeah, if you're an expert makeup user, if you're a beginner makeup user, the quality is just gorgeous. Actually, let's just do this kind of mustardy shade there. We're going to do that on our inner corner. Let's do a matte inner corner. See how that looks. If we don't like it, we can always add a shimmer on top. Yeah, that's looking good. Just to use another color. And since it's light, still brightens the inner corner. It's just not shiny. Yeah, I like that. So now I'm just gonna go quickly grab a sponge and just quickly tap there a little bit, and then we can come and finish off. Okay, yeah, that's all I did. Just a little tap tap with the sponge and perfect. Alrighty, so I've got the Prados eyeliner here, and this is from the Lauren Goodday collection, and it is a brown. I love a good brown eyeliner. I like a good brown liner. Sometimes I don't always want something as dark as a black, so sometimes having a brown liner is really nice. Okay. Ooh, hair. So I can match the other side up. It goes pretty, this one goes pretty good on the shadows. Sometimes an eyeliner can be amazing, but then you put it on a shimmery shadow and then or glittery one and it struggles a little bit, but this one's okay. This has been doing okay. I think I need a little bit more light here. There we go. I think that looks good. And then a bit of mascara I got. Not that I want to promote Temu at all. I wouldn't buy anything again from them. But I did do 2 little makeup orders, and I got this mascara that has the teeniest wand on it, and I like it. So what I like it for is the bottom lashes, which I have. Well, I have almost no lashes, period. But I get less chances of smudgies than when I use a big one. And then when I put it on the top lashes, I generally use it to splay them out before using another mascara. I think I still have a little bit of, oh, see, there I did. I poked myself in the eye and then I blinked. No, today's been a challenge. You see lots of cuts in the video. It's been a challenge today. We all have those days, right? Or is it just me? Hopefully it's not this thing. And a little bit of my e.l.f. one. This is the Big Mood. It has a super big brush. I really like the formula. Here we go. I think I got rid of that mascara. Okay, and then last up, let's play. So I bought the mini sets of lipsticks. You will see all 4 shades in the other look, but I have a clear gloss, I have a pinky shade, and then I have these 2 neutral shades. Well, this is more of a ready brown, and then this is more of a pale brown. I really like this formula, and when I looked at it, because I think it was $8 to get all 4, and then it was like, they're small, they're really small, and I'm like, well, no, that's good. As long as you get more than 2 uses out of it, out of each color, then you can kind of tell if you like the formula or not, and I love this formula, and I should have bought big sized ones, but here we are. But had I bought big sized ones, then I wouldn't have liked them, so that's kind of how I roll, apparently. All right. But there we go. I really like this shade. I've actually worn this one quite a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go and finish my hair and stuff, and then we can come back and have quick thoughts before going on to the next one. And there we go. Look complete. A nice neutral look. I know, shocking. Me doing neutrals? It does happen. So if you like neutrals, I think you'd really like this palette. But if you want to see some more, go on to the next look. All right, see you there. So I thought for this look, playing with the Sagrado palette by Prados, I'm going to do, because I am getting ready for my work Christmas party. We have one for customers every year, clients, and then we have one that is for the staff. Usually it's a staff lunch, and we're going to have that today. So I just wanted to, again, show how versatile this palette is. This is definitely the neutral palette for girls that are normally not much for neutrals. And I thought we could play with this bottom row down here. I might have mentioned it in the beginning part, but I will put some looks that I have done previously with this palette as well. So far I've played with this row, this row, this row, and this row. I have not done a super light neutral look. Maybe that would have been the neutral look, or will be the neutral look that we'll do. I don't know in what order I will be showing these, but I'm definitely going to start with this. I've got my top on already, but I have a really pretty skirt that is nice and Christmassy, wintry. When I've completed the whole look, I will try and remember to also put a photo above of the whole ensemble. Yeah, so because I'm going to do the dark, when I did this, the first look, I used a light eye primer, but today I'm just going to play with my black eye primer this has a lot of kick, but why not? Let's use a black eye primer for a dark, smoky, silvery black look. And plus I'm trying to pan this palette. So, and then here is my mirror. So I will have talked a little bit about Prados and my experience so far with them earlier, but this is definitely a brand that I don't understand I mean, there's a lot of people that know about them, of course, but I don't really see a lot of influencers or even general people. I don't see it a lot of it floating around on Instagram, or I don't think I've seen anything on YouTube. Should maybe do a deeper dive into that, because Prados is an amazing brand. Besides the people being very nice, it being an indigenous brand, it is such a good quality. This is the third palette that I've got from them. I got 2 of the mini ones. I'm going to use one of them today because I don't have a highlighter from them. I have a blush palette and a blush, but there is a shade in here that I can use as a highlighter. So I want to use as much Prados as I can that I have. Like I said, it is becoming one of my favorite brands. I have two of the small palettes. I have a blush palette. I have some lashes. I have a liner glue. I have an eyeliner. I've got, this nice bigger palette from this collection. It's just so nice. I would definitely like to get more. When they did the sale on this palette, I wanted the new palette, but because I got some of the little palettes, I think I'd covered a lot of them, but then they've had this one on sale, I think first before the rest went on sale. But there was something about this palette that, like I said, I'm normally not a neutral gal, but there was something about it that I really, really liked, and I felt that, yes, I think I can enjoy this one, and I have been loving it. It is such an amazing little palette. So let's see here. We're gonna go into the black shade first. That's that one there. They don't have any names. They've just numbered the rows. So it would be 1 through 5 rows, and then there's 6, 12, 18, 18, 24, 30 shades in here. My math is not good this early in the morning. I haven't had coffee. But this is such a great palette. First look I did in here, just playing, was an orange look that I did to go see Santa Claus. And then I did the kind of like a look that I'm doing now. And then I played with the purplies and the reds, and then I did a neutral look as well. Like I said, I've been having so much fun playing with this palette. I think it's pretty rare where I'm using a palette like every day of the week, unless I'm doing something specifically targeted, but just a palette that I want to reach for all the time. And these blend like a dream. You barely have to do anything, and these shadows blend. The shimmers in here are like my favorite kind. They're putty soft, so you do have to be careful. No, these blend out so beautifully. And I hadn't tried them yet on a black base. Like I said, when I first did it, I just did my regular Prime is Everything. I didn't use a colored base, but I thought this time, let's try with the colored base. Why not? So there we go. So we've got first of the blacks. I just wanted to do a nice smoky look today because the majority of my look, my outfit is basically black with a little bit of silver sparkle. So I thought a black and silver look would be nice. And then but as you can see, this just blends so beautifully on the primer. And then even on the area that doesn't have primer, a little bit higher up, because I try not to drag my primer too high when it's a colored one, because sometimes I don't know if I'm going to take the color all the way to the top. And like I said, this, that's better. This formula is, like I said, blends really well without primer and with, but I always feel that primer does give me a little bit of longevity. So there's that there. Then I am going to go a little bit into this kind of like, so we've got like more of a white shade, but we've got this like bone shade. I think that's going to be nice just for blending out the edges, and is more of like a skin tone, so it shouldn't be too sticky outy, but it just blends, makes the edge a little gray, so that's cool. It was, that was when the first purchase I ever did was this mirror along with a blush palette, and then I got the lash glue for free, which I had thought, funnily enough, was an eyeliner, because it isn't the most stickiest. It works, but it isn't the most stickiest of one. So I couldn't really tell until like my eyes were feeling like they were sticking together, and then I'm like, is it? And then they responded, and they're like, oh no, it's a lash glue. Throw some lashes on it. So it's so funny. But it doesn't say on the packaging. At the time, it wasn't on the website. Now it is. So now when you see it, you know for sure that it's a lash glue. But anyhow, there we go. And then again, with a little bit more of the black. Just cold. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the little bit of kick up, not a lot, into this lighter kind of a grayish, gray black. No, not grayish. Maybe it's more of a gray black. So look how beautiful that gray is. And look at, I'm just barely tapping and it just blends beautifully on top like this. Whatever lab they use to create their formula, or whoever makes their formula, or how they helped to design the formula, has done a beautiful job. I mean, I noticed that with the 2 4 pans, how beautiful the looks were with that and how they blended. But this one really hammers home that it's their formula overall. So if you get one of the more rainbowy palettes, or this more neutrally one, or one of the little ones, all the quality is really beautiful. It's not just like with some brands, certain palettes are better than certain size palettes, or price point palettes are better than others. This one is really nice. Yeah, it's so pretty. It's gonna look really nice when you see the beautiful shimmer on top there. And I like too with this one, it has a beautiful, I don't have a lot of brown shimmery tones, and this is like a super light brown tone, and this one just so nice. I really like this palette. Because like if there wouldn't have been silver on my skirt, I would have maybe used that top row to do like a bronzy look. Alrighty, that is super nice. So let's go do the bottom lash line first, because when I want to do my base, I just want to take the chance afterwards of there being any fallout. When I did my first look, and I'm going to use another one of the boomsticks. When I did my first look, I had maybe a spot or two, very small, but I had very little fallout with this. Even though there's kick up in the pan, I just pick it up a little bit, and then we'll see if it does it again. But with the last look, I didn't have like I said, it was just like a little flake or two, but yeah, this is gonna be a simple look, as all my looks normally are, but it's gonna be nice and smoky. All right, so now there's 2 different dark, like grayish shadows. So I'm gonna use this one on the outer edge, and I'm gonna bring this one more towards the center. Really beautiful. So now they're not duochrome shades, but they're beautiful shimmer here that gives a beautiful shine to your eyelids. This is just a really easy to use palette if you are a beginner or don't like lots of color, but you want to still have something versatile. This one, like I said, you can do this nice dark smoky look. You can do some super neutral looks, but then you've got a pop of orange, a pop of purple, some gold shades. Oh, right. The original first 2 palettes were one was pretty rainbow and one was pretty neutral with a like light neutral with some pops. But I felt like I had a lot of those shades in my collection. This one I do not. When I've done build a palette, sometimes it's been hard to find to match up a neutral shade. So it's kind of up to my ante with some kind of warm and some cool tone shades that I didn't have before. So that is the darker gray, and then we're going to take the lighter gray to do in the front part, and then I'll go off and do my base, and then we can come back to play with the blush. I think I'm going to, because I'm just obsessed with it. I know, looks scary, right? But it totally is not. Wait till you see it. I'm obsessed with orange blushes. I got one in the Garfield collection, which is also really nice, but it's not quite the same tone as this one. They're both beautiful in their own way, but this one, like I said, it looks like it's bright, hot Cheeto color, but it goes on so beautiful. So there we go, just a little bit lighter. So you can see that there is some difference between the 2 shimmers. There we go. See the count? I love this so much. And then I think for the inner corner, I think the last time I used the white shade. I think I am going to add a little bit of this kind of like, here it's looking really light, but it is like a brownish shimmer. But because we've got such a dark eye, maybe like having something super white might not be, but you still want it to be a little bit brighter. So I think this is the perfect one for that. I mean, I could have done it all with a dark shimmer and then use that slightly lighter one as well, but I think I used the same one when I did the last look and I liked it. So I thought, yeah, so you just add some brightness, but it isn't like too much of a spotlight to take away from the other look. All right, so there we are. I'm going to go do my base. And like I said, we can play with the blush. We can play with the lashes that I have. Oh, and I also have some lipsticks as well from them. I bought some mini lipsticks. But yeah, as you can see, I got a couple dots of the black, but not a lot, which is really good. So we will be back in. Okay, so we've got our foundation on. Who knew that a Dollar General foundation would be so amazing? But I've got the Prados Beauty foundation on, got my normal Fenty lavender powder and a little bit of my Color Effects bronzer that I am panning. So now we're ready to play with some blush. We're gonna highlight, put on some lashes and some lips and go from there. So as you can see, I've been really liking the orange shade. So let's see if I can do this on camera as good as I've been doing it in person. So what I do is I just take a quick couple taps in there, but then I tap it on my hand first to diffuse it a little bit, and then I go up right at the top first, and then I go like so. Yeah, there we go. It blends beautifully too. See, it had that kind of like that spot where I had first touched it down, but I was able to blend it beautifully. Like, look at this. I love an orange blush. Been collecting so many recently. I have one, it's a lighter one that I have from Trixie Cosmetics that I also love. The Glam Light one I'm loving. Oh, one of my ultimate favorites is one from Unearthly. They're tangy, but this is competition to them all. There we go. I tapped this one a little bit better off on my hand. So it's right away blending a little bit faster. And then when I go to finish up, I also will do a quick buff as well. And that will blend everything. And then we can see when we have a quick final chat about this look, because I want to do my hair and everything first. Then you can see how it's blended up. But here, it's bright. I know, but I think it looks really good once it's all blended together and done. You will see. So there we go. That's also from the Sagrado Collection. This mostly is. So it was this eyeshadow palette, the blusher. They had, I think, other blushers as well. I got this 4 set of mini lipsticks. It was funny on the website. It was like, and they are small. And it's like, no, I figured they would be like this. But they're like this. So there's like 3 lippies and a gloss. I thought this way because I'm slightly over the liquid lip. I say that, and then there's a few brands that I absolutely love, so I thought I would try these, and these have a beautiful foamy velvety mousse texture, and I really, really like these. Now I'm like, why didn't I get them all in full size? But I do really, really like, really been enjoying wearing them, so I had to actually rescue 2 of them out of my purse. So there is that. So like I said, I didn't have a highlighter from them. I don't know if they have one in their collection. Probably do, and I just didn't pay attention because, you know, hello, that's me. So I thought we could use this white shade, shimmery white shade. This is from the Healing Waters palette. Look at this color story. This one and the green one is so beautiful, but this one is spectacular. If you're only going to get one, I would say get the water one out of the 6 pans. Did I say 4 pans earlier? 6 pans. And so pop a little bit of that, and then we will just use that as a little bit of highlight. I think I did that before. It's a bit blue, but I will, again, tone it down with a little bit of a buff. Maybe I'll do that now and then come back again. Okay, and there we are. We're buffed in. I have to admit I cheated a little bit. I wanted a little bit more bling, so I added some of my P. Louise Hollywood Hills on top. So yeah, it was a little blue. I forgot that I had a bit of a blue tinge, so I did leave it, but I just added a little bit of the gold one on top. There we go. All right, so let's do the eyes first, because I'm just picturing myself by accident having my hand go over my lips and smearing. So we're going to do a look. If it takes me a little bit to do the lashes, then I'll shut the camera off as well, because sometimes lashes go on right away and other times it is the world's biggest struggle bus. And I didn't cut these, but they look like they may not need to, so we'll see. So if all of a sudden I shut the video off, that is going to be why. But let's put on some of our eyeliner glue here. All right, let's see how we do. So these are the lashes here that came with a collection. I can't remember if there was more than one lash in the collection, but they do carry several different lashes. They gave me, oh, I'm gonna have to work this box. It is not opening for me. They sent me a nice free pair. A lot of times they'll sneak in a little freebie. Last time I got this time I got lashes, but they are amazing, but they are ginormous. They're not something I could wear if I need to wear glasses. So I'm thinking they may end up going to Wilma because they are drag queen amazing. So, but these are so cute. Yeah, they did have several pairs. I think I picked the ones that had they were a little bit more shorter and a little bit more natural. So I've been loving half lashes, but these look like fluffy, but not crazy fluffy that all right, these went on really nice, really easy. I just needed some proper light. It was just like things shining in my face, but these went on super nice. And then I did cut a teeny bit off, just like a smidge on each end, because on the one it felt a little sharp. So I think, yeah, just a little teeny tip on each side. But other than that, they fit really, really well. I like these. Excellent. I always like when you can find a good pair of lashes. I would definitely get these. These are the Luxe Faux Mink lashes from this collection. They're nice. They're short. They're floofy, full. I like them. Okay, so now we want to do a lip. So I have, like I said, it came with a gloss, it came with a pinky shade, and then two types of neutrals. So there was a light brown, a darker brown, like I said, the clear gloss, and then there was this shade here. And I think this one's really pretty, but I do like the neutral ones as well. I liked all these. I really like the formula. Oh, I should put a little bit of mascara on the bottom of my lashes. All right, so I'm just going to take this Kimchi neutral liner and we are going to pop that on. There we go. Just a quick liner. And then, yeah, I think we want to use that pinky shade. It's so nice. Like I said, it's very moussey. There we go. And it's pretty long lasting too. Again, like with most liquid lips, as soon as you eat something that is super oily, it'll take it off. But yeah, so I'm going to go and finish up and then I will be right back and then we can quickly see the final look. And there we go. And here we are. Here is our final look. My hair is did. I have my skirt on. Maybe I can back up a little bit. You see it's got snowflakes. I got snowflakes in my ears. So yeah, I am ready for my work party. So that is our smoky look using the Sagrado palette by Prados, plus a few other things, the lippy, the blush, some lashes. So let me know what you think about this look. So there we go, 2 looks with Prados Cosmetics. Again, this is a brand that I feel too many people are sleeping on. The quality is absolutely amazing. The blendability is chef's kiss, and this is very versatile. It is very easy to use. It's very beginner friendly. I highly recommend any, and you'll have seen from the other look, the other blush palette, they have not just orange. Just I happen to love orange. But there we go. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends, and we can still play with amazing makeup friends together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.